Hello everyone. Welcome on in. If you are new here, I am Victoria from Wings of Ascension, and this is your daily astrological horoscope for Friday, May 12th, 2023. Let's jump right on in. So, where are we? Well, I'm going to switch colors. I'm going to give you this one so you can see it. We have the moon still over here in Aquarius. She's moving on through. She hasn't moved into Pisces yet. She's still in the ending bit of Aquarius here. So we have that. She is going to make a square to Uranus. As we know, squares are more difficult conversations. They push us to grow. And she's making a square to the sun. She is making a really nice aspect over to Jupiter. So we have 3 big moon transits today, 2 of which are a little more difficult, one of which is really nice. And really they're working harmoniously together for the day. And there is one other aspect I want to show you. I'm going to use yellow because why not? We have Mercury right here making the exact trine. No, that's a sextile. Sorry, told you the wrong thing. Making an exact sextile to Saturn. So this Mercury, Saturn right here. This is a longer transit. It doesn't happen in a day and pass by. We've been building up to it. We're hitting exact today. And then it's going to move on out of this exact moment and we will not feel it again in a few days. But with the moon things that are coming up just for today and this, there's a theme that I want to talk about. Now, come back so we can chit chat. And we're back. So, we have still abundantly this golden ticket moment where we are very clear on who we are and where we're going. Or we're saying, that ain't me. Where I am, I don't want to be, and I am going to move on out. For today specifically, because we do have this Aquarius moon still, and as you now know, Aquarius is definitely more detached. We have this energy where we can see things from a higher perspective, and we don't get attached to it. So really, with this Mercury in this sextile to Saturn, and then this Jupiter with the sextile to the moon, what is coming up is a very good moment and a very comfortable moment to see, recognize, and move through our old, outdated patterns, stories, and programs. So what does that mean? Well, we all have patterns that we can recognize within ourselves. That one's pretty easy to understand. But our old stories and our old programs can kind of be a little confusing. So what I mean when I say that is when we go through experiences in our life that are not easy, whatever they are, and it doesn't matter when it happened because it's an intense experience for you. It can be when you're 5, it can be when you're 35, it can be when you're 75. It doesn't matter. When you go through something that's intense and it tries you emotionally, it may try you physically, it may try you mentally, it may do all of it in one. But these intense moments where we are going through not so fun things, we can stay in that vibrational frequency of fear, doubt, guilt, shame, anger. What do I mean? Well, if you've been bullied as a kid, you can carry with you those insecure moments, those insecure feelings, those doubts in your mind because somebody bullied you for it. And as a kid, you can carry that all the way up through your entire adult life. It may not be in the forefront of your mind, but it's still there until you move through it. And today is perfect for that because we have this Aquarius moon that, as you know, Aquarius is more detached. Aquarius sees things from a higher perspective, but Aquarius has a very, very strong emotional maturity about it. So you can see, I was bullied, and you're no longer going to feel that super intense feeling about it. I should clarify. You could still feel it. However, it's going to be lesser today. So when we can sit back and see these things that have been with us for life, which the astrology is perfect for, it's going to pop it for you, but it's going to pop it for you in a good way. It's going to come up to be cleared. Kind of like weeds come up in your garden to be cleared. You're literally going to have these things come up for you today. So work through them, recognize them, and drop them. How do I drop them? That's a loaded answer for you. I'm not going to lie. But the first step is honestly super simple, just acknowledging it. Taking the time to say, I've always been insecure about my intelligence. I've always felt like I'm not smart enough. I got good grades, I do well in my job, but I always have felt like I'm not smart enough. Why? Well, when I was, in third grade, I was in the spelling bee, I was doing well, and then I just made a silly mistake, spelled something wrong, and the kids laughed at me. That moment right there could trigger you to, for many years, feel like you are not smart enough. Now is the time to see it, to feel it, to know it, and say, I was in third grade, I made a mistake, who cares? And that seems really simple because it's a third grade moment. But what if it's something that's happened to you recently? What if it's something that happened in your adult life? What if it was very traumatic? Like for me, when my father died, the things I went through. I have to work through them. Right? I had to get past the trauma that I went through and not have the attitude of, the universe did this to me because it hates me. We all have these things that we've worked through. Now is the moment where you can see it and you can clear it out because you don't have that super intense emotional reaction. Thank you, Aquarius Moon. We also have the moment to clear out programs. Now, what are programs? Programs are just like you think you watch a program on TV, right? I know it's an old word. My grandmother used to say it, but you still know what it means. It's something that is an outside influence coming in and telling you how to be, what to be, where to be, why to be. You're not good enough, right? Ladies, the Hollywood program of beauty, how evil is that? Good Lord, you do not have to be 6 feet tall with a teeny tiny waist and gigantic boobs and long blonde hair and blue eyes to be beautiful. No, you don't. I hate that. Those are programs. Now is the time to look at your life and see where you've been living for someone else. With the sun right near Uranus, this is a perfect time to break free, to come into yourself. This moment where we have a very positive energy for seeing our programs, our old stories, our own weird little hiccups. And I don't want to say weird like, you're weird. Just things that we don't need to carry with us anymore, our old stories. We can see it, we can move through it. And then we have this Sun-Uranus moment where, poof, I'm going to break free. It's going to happen. It's just going to let you do it. The universe is here to be like, come on, let's go. You're not that sad, insecure, third grade child anymore. You're not. You made a mistake. Who cares? You spelled it wrong. Big deal. Move on. I'm not belittling the things that we've all gone through by any means. I honor that you have been through them. I truly do because, guys, I have been through plenty of tower moments in my life. Tower moments are not fun. But when we go through these things, we live through the programs of someone else, we stay in the stories of poor me, we restrict ourselves. Why would you want to stay in that story of someone who, I'm not smart enough because I spelled something wrong in third grade? Oh, I'm not smart. I'm not going to apply for that job that I really like because I'm not smart enough. I'm not going to do it. Why would you want to be there? Really? And again, this Aquarius moon gives you the moment to say, girl, what you doing? It was third grade. Apply for the job. So really, really take today to be able to give yourself time. That sounds kind of strange, doesn't it? Y'all get it. Take the time to see when these things pop, because they're gonna pop. You're gonna have these aha moments where, oh, it was that third grade spelling bee that's keeping me down all this time. I ain't a third grader. I'm over it. And you can easily shed those things. Very easily. But you have to give yourself permission to do it. So that's what today is about. Giving yourself permission to live your life. Shed those old stories. You're not the insecure third grader anymore. Shed that program. You are gorgeous just who you are. Don't let Hollywood tell you you're not good enough. Shed all of the old programs that you have put on yourself, where you go through every day and you do the same thing and you're not happy. Well, change your routine. Sun Uranus, shake it up. Oh, Stara is shaking it right now. But go through that, all of that. It's going to pop. Feel through it, think through it, and let it go. Today's a perfect day for that. All right? As I tell you every time, you've got this, we've got this. I love you all, and I will see you again very soon.